I don't care what you're doing, if you're writing a story of any kind or making a movie or anything of any kind, your, main character doesn't have to be a good person, period. 1970s Japan proved this, film noir proved this, a lot of different kinds of books prove this as well. You don't need to have somebody likable. You don't need to have somebody that's a good guy. You can be over the top. You can be ultra violent. You can break every rule there is in the book and have the people be the most deplorable that you can think of and have them as a main character. It works. People are drawn to them. They still dig them. Yeah, this is just the fact of the matter. And there's this guy, Jimmy Doom. He is an actor. I just remember Jimmy Doom. I forget what his real last name is. But he told me about this thing where it's pet the dog, right? Like a character will pet a dog or something like that to show that they aren't a complete piece of garbage, so that they can get away with being a complete piece of garbage the rest of the time. And this comes from Hollywood writers and people that have got stuff bought and everything else, right? I get it. But you can also get away with never petting the dog. You know, you can just make somebody a completely horrible piece of garbage. It can happen because people want to know about them as much as they do about somebody that turned their life around. If they didn't, then why would all this true crime stuff exist? Why would we be drawn to, you know, car crashes? Because a lot of people stop and look when that happens. You get what I mean? So with 1970s Japan, they went over the top, they went violent, and they crossed every barrier that they possibly could. Now, some people say that Fight Club did the same thing, but trust me, Fight Club does not meet the standards as far as depravity and all that of 1970s stuff. The reason I'm bringing up the Japanese stuff is because I believe the 70s is when stuff like Female Prisoner 701 came out, that whole movie series, which I believe there's four of them. Yeah, I think four, and a bunch of other stuff like that. That is very dark, very messed up, to say the least, and deals with subject matter worse than sexual assault. Okay? Like sexual assault, yes. And worse than that, if there is a way to be worse. So whatever you want to put in, you can put in. That just is what it is.